Guys, what is up, guys? Today we're gonna be reading a story, called You Dance. Okay, so basically, it starts like this: Lito and his twin sister, Nenita, were waiting for their dad to pick them up from school. When the car came, Nenita ran towards it. "Hurry, Lito!" she shouted. "We'll be late for dance class." A group of boys heard Nenita. "You dance?" one of them asked, Lito laughing. The other boy started laughing too. "My sister dances," Lito said. "I have to go and watch." Lito hurried to the car. He got in the back seat with his sister and pulled the door shut. "I heard what you said to those boys." "You lied, Lito," Anita said, frowning at him. "You danced too." Lito didn't say anything. "Why did you lie about dancing, Anita? It's fun and you're really good at it." "I don't want to talk about it," he said. "You won't understand anyway." "What's going on back there?" Dad asked. Before Nenita could answer, Lito said nothing, and he and his sister rode to dance class without another word. At class, Lito and Nenita took off their shoes and socks and changed their clothes. They walked onto the dance floor. Two other kids were sitting on the floor facing each other. Each one held two ends of two, the ends of two long bamboo poles. Lito and Nenita's dance group did dances from the Philippines. Lito and Nenita had been practicing the tinkling. Soon they were going to perform this special dance at their school's spring festival. "Ready to dance?" the teacher asked. "Yes," the kids yelped, except Lito. The music started. The two kids with the poles tapped them on the floor twice, then clapped the poles together. They did this over again. Tap, tap, clap. Tap, tap, clap. Lito and Nenita hopped between the moving poles, tinkling dancers copying the way a tinkling bird hops through the grass. As the music speeds up, so do the poles. Tap, tap, clap. Tap, tap, clap. Lito was usually quick on his feet, but not today. He tripped and fell on the floor. "Are you okay, Lito?" the teacher asked. "I'm fine," Lito said, rubbing his foot. "I just need to sit down for a minute." Lito sat down on a bench next to his dad. "What's wrong, Lito?" Dad asked. "You're not yourself today." "I can't dance at the festival, Dad," Lito said. "The boys at school will make fun of me. They play sports. They're athletes. I should be an athlete, not a dancer." "Lito, you work hard on your dancing skills. You're strong and quick. You already are an athlete." "Am I?" said Lito. "How do you feel when you dance?" Dad asked. Lito thought for a moment. "Happy," he said. "I'm Filipino and I dance. I'm showing people who I am and how great Filipino dances are. And that's all that matters," his dad said. "Keep dancing, Lito. I'm so proud of you." Chapter 3, Festival Time. It was the day of the school festival. The show was about to start. Lito peeked from backstage. "Those boys are here," he told Nenita. "Don't be scared, Lito," Nenita said. "Show them who you are." The boys laughed as Lito stepped on stage with Nenita. The music started. The two kids with the poles tapped them on the floor twice, then clapped the poles together. Tap, tap, clap. Tap, tap, clap. Lito and Nenita began hopping between the moving poles. Lito tucked his arms behind him. Nenita held the sides of her skirt. The pair turned to the right and to the left. They spun around and around, and they didn't miss a step. Next, Lito took his sister's hand. Together, they skipped and twirled between the poles. Nenita then stepped aside and left Lito on his own. The music played a little faster, and the poles moved faster too. Tap, tap, clap. Tap, tap, clap. Lito's knees pumped up and down. He was dancing well. When the music sped up again, the poles really tapped and clapped. Tap, tap, clap. Tap, tap, clap. Lito's toes brushed up against a pole. He wobbled, but he didn't fall. "Go, Lito," Nenita shouted. Lito breathed hard. His legs hurt, but he danced on. It looked like his feet weren't even touching the floor. The boys in the front row stared, their mouths open. They were not laughing anymore. They were amazed. Lito took Nenita's hand. They jumped and twirled between the bamboo poles again. When the music stopped, Lito and Nenita stopped. They raised their arms high into the air. The crowd cheered. Lito and Nenita's parents stood up and yelled. The boys in the front clapped. One even gave a thumbs up. Lito and Nenita bowed. Now, aren't you glad you kept dancing? Nenita asked. I sure am, Lito said with a big smile. The end. What a story, guys. But anyways, that's the end of today's video. And I'll see you in my next book. Peace out.